Kathy Maroney, Fairview Cemetery. I've been with the City of Bowling Green going on 13 years and been here with Fairview Cemetery about 7 years. Okay. Of course, Fairview Cemetery is under the umbrella of the Parks Department. We're one of the divisions there. We have 6 full-time maintenance staff, 2 part-time office staff, and myself as a full-time staff. Our primary responsibilities, of course, is burials for anyone that's lost a loved one. But a major task that our staff is given with every day is maintaining 109 acres of cemetery land. And that's from mowing, weed eating. Of course, we do contract the weed eating out, but we do our part of helping out a little bit. But we do maintain those cemeteries. So we have Fairview Cemetery 1, Fairview Cemetery 2, Mount Moriah Cemetery, and then we do Pioneer Cemetery, which is a historical cemetery between 5th and 6th Street, downtown near the Sky Pack. And then we do Covington Cemetery, which is over on Lois Lane. Of course, we're a municipality, so we can do any type of burial with a traditional burial, which is a casket burial. Then, of course, we do cremations, which has seen a large increase over the last several years. We have burial plots and burial graves for traditional burials, as well as cremations. And then, of course, with the cremation burials we have is, they can be, of course, on top of a given grave, but we have above ground columbariums, which are above ground niches for cremations. We're in the process of installing 2 brand new ones. The two original ones that we have are at full capacity. Then we purchased those in the last fiscal year, the 2 new ones that will complement the existing ones. And those will hopefully be in place, we're hoping by September, if not the 1st of October. Keep our fingers crossed, maybe a little bit earlier. Well, the online burial search has always been there. It's always been online. People just probably don't realize it's there. We're probably advertising a little more. What's new about it is the mapping part of it. The online burial search is when we try to educate when people come in. We get a lot of visitors coming in looking for genealogy or for loved ones that they want to know they missed the burial process, and so they want to go visit. So we are more than welcome to do that face-to-face and show them that care and give them exactly where it is and show them personally. But they say if we're not here on the weekend, say, hey, this is the access that you have. You'll go to the city website, go under departments, go under the Parks and Rec department, and then off to the side, that window there, you'll see online burial search. And you'll get in there and you just type your loved one's name. It's part of our online database that we have here in our office, which is the PONM database, that we as staff, when anybody is interred or interred in our cemetery, data is entered in. Who was buried here, and we take it from the obituary. Is what it is. So we put as much information we can about the genealogy of that loved one, so that they've always had access to that. About a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, we were able to adapt to a new part of that program, is where we have an icon on there where you can do the mapping. Well, you hit that icon and it brings up the whole map. We are still trying to kind of tweak it a little bit. You can still go to your loved one and find your loved one. If you get their name, it brings it up and it goes in specifically to where, if it's in Cemetery 1 or Cemetery 2, and zones in, and then you can make it bigger and get closer to where that grave is, and that's where you can find where your loved one is. I think a lot of people only see the front of the cemetery, and our guys do a wonderful job. People drive down this road every day, and they take for granted what they see. They don't realize we have 109 acres we take care of. There are 6 gentlemen that maintain this cemetery. It's a lot of hard work, you know, and they take a lot of pride in what they do and maintaining that cemetery to make sure it looks nice for them, but also for the loved ones that come to visit. You know, they want to make sure. I mean, they came in on Memorial Day when we had all those storms came in. I had 3 of my guys come in and help work. But then that Tuesday came in, everybody was working to get sections cleaned up, so when people came to look at their loved ones' graves, they couldn't tell because we had already got it cleaned up. The program was originally partnered with Greenwood High School in one of their civic clubs that we did, and they approached us about doing something as a service project. And I said, yeah, and they asked about veterans. I said, yeah, we can try something. And so what we did is they went out and got donations, and we're enough that first year we had 50 wreaths. So what we did is we took anybody that was in this section, and we only designated the 3 designated veteran sections in Cemetery 2. So last year we did 1,162 wreaths, okay? So the first year we only had 50 wreaths. So we designated the ones that were the oldest of the veterans out there, of what wars, like World War I, I think is what it was. So we just did all those. There was only 50 though. Second year, word got out, we got some donations, we were put out 500, which is great. Then we got a little bit more participation from Greenwood High School and Drakes Creek and some other middle schools. And then American Legion was very instrumental in helping. We asked for some sponsorships, a lot from our funeral homes. We're very instrumental, our monument companies. So what we do is, we've got enough wreaths now that, we had all of our wreaths last year, and we put those out. They all have red ribbons. This year we're changing out. We did it back on, I think maybe the last week in May. St. Joseph middle schoolers came out on their day of caring, and we took off 550 bows of our 1,162 wreaths, took 550 of them off and put brand new ones on. So now I've got the rest of those to do. I've got about 600 left that I've got to get another group to come in to help me take the old bows off the older wreaths and put new bows on that, and then we'll be ready to put the other ones out. It's a really big program that we're very proud of, and our staff take great pride in it. So, we end up taking them up at the end of the day, or at the end of the season. But we store them now, but if anybody wants to participate, we always do it, the first Saturday in December.